All right, y'all. We have a UFC fight night: Johnny Walker versus Zhang Mingyang, and the UFC's taking its way to Shanghai, China. And I'll be honest, this is a sneakily good card, but I'm gonna be giving y'all my best picks, predictions for this card. We gonna call me the sniper, and let's get into it. First fight of the night, actually first pick of the night, and we're gonna start off with the main event: Johnny Walker versus Zhang Mingyang. And I'm not really sure who Johnny Walker wronged in the UFC, but they want this man dead and gone. When I'm telling y'all they are facing him with against straight power punchers, Balding Guzgov, Azamat, and then he's just getting knocked out by Volkan, Magomed Ankalaev. I don't know when. And then they match him against Ming Yang Zhang. So against straight power punchers, we all know Johnny Walker's chin is not the best. He's 6'6". He got decent. He got good power. He got good, decent skills. Zhang Mingyang, he got straight power. He's a marauder. He's gonna come at you forward. He got decent takedown defense. And I have heard a rumor. I'm not sure if it's true. I heard Johnny Walker's brother said he's gonna be going for takedowns this fight. I'm not sure how good that's gonna go for Johnny Walker, but we gonna see how that work plans out for him if he does try to do that. But I honestly just don't see Johnny Walker surviving a 5 round main event. I definitely see him trying to make this as boring as possible. By now, he must know his chin is not the best, and he's facing another power puncher. And apparently, in between his fights, he has taken the necessary rest. His last fight was in 2024, but apparently in between that time he has been gotten knocked out in training, or not has been, but he got knocked out at least once. I seen a video of that. And facing a guy who completely has no fights by decision, it's not a good look for having someone who's just as shinny as John Walker. I'm gonna go Zhang Mingyang by knockout. Next up, we got Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling. Now, I wouldn't say Brian Ortega's in his prime, man. Aljamain Sterling is getting a little old, but he still looks perfectly fine. But I would say when they're both in their primes, this was definitely a dream matchup. A lot of people were willing to see Aljamain being the former champ and Brian Ortega with the amazing jiu-jitsu. But I gotta say now for this matchup, I definitely favor Aljamain Sterling. Brian Ortega seems to fade. It seems to be fading with time. His reaction time is getting a little slower. I think in his last 2 fights, he was getting rocked. He didn't get knocked out, but he's getting rocked pretty badly, which is not a good sign, especially as you're getting older at 34. Aljamain Sterling is 36, but he had a close fight with Mosfar Evelev, however you say his name, and he's continued to looking good. He just moved to the 145 division. He's making his mark. Byron Ortega in his we have last fights. We have Yair Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez confidently going in his guard. We got Diego Lopez going in his guard, and he's not being able to do anything. He's not getting submissions. He's not finishing these fighters when they're in his guard as dangerous as he used to be. So I think Aljamain Sterling will confidently take him down. Probably win the fight by decision. And honestly, with the way Brian Ortega is now, possibly even by sub if we're lucky. But Brian Ortega got decent stand up. His offense could pose a little bit of trouble to Aljamain Sterling, but I think eventually Aljamain Sterling is just gonna be like, yeah, we taking to this, we gonna wrestle. Brian probably will not be able to stop the takedowns, and we're gonna go Aljamain Sterling by decision. Next up, now we not even going to try to pronounce his name. Kiefer Crosby's opponent versus Kiefer Crosby. Kiefer Crosby is 35. He's not going to take it to the ground. He wants to keep it standing. And we got the Chinese fighter. Now, the Chinese fighter, he's 24. He's young. I seen a fight when he was 20 years old. He was getting hit a lot. I think this was on the road to UFC, something of that nature. And then I seen a recent fight of him, and he really seems to have his distance down pat. He has good power. He has good striking, and he's pretty long, matter of fact. And I don't think Kiefer Crosby's gonna be able to mix it up enough. I don't. He has tough. He has grit. He may be able to have throw some strong punches into the mix, but I don't see him lasting against the Chinese fighter. This is definitely the Chinese fighter's fight to win, and they want the Chinese fighter's fight to win. being them in Shanghai. So I'm gonna go the Chinese fighter for the win. Possible knockout, and we'll see. Next up, we just gonna gloss over this one because I'm not sure who's gonna win, but I'm gonna go Loner Kavanaugh, but Charles Johnson's really durable. Rong Zhu versus Austin Hubbard. I'm gonna go Rong Zhu. Austin Hubbard, I'm not really sure where he stands. He's getting wins, he's getting losses. He's coming back from the UFC. Rong Zhu got good stand up, and I'ma hope his takedown defense holds up. And if it stays standing, I definitely see him beating Austin Hubbard on the feet. So I'm gonna give Rong Zhu the W and take him to win. Michel Pereira, honestly, after his last fight, I don't hold any confidence in him against Anthony Hernandez. Either Anthony Hernandez is that good, freaking GOAT status, or Michel Pereira was just feet in the mud that whole fight. He's a good fighter, and Kyle Dawkins should be somebody who he should definitely be able to defeat. Kyle Dawkins is a grappler. Michel Pereira mostly wants to keep it on the feet, but he can take it down on the ground if he wants to. It's a 3-round fight, so Michel Pereira's gas tank should hold up. The only thing that concerns me is how Michel gonna come into this fight. The Anthony Hernandez fight, he did not look himself. If Prime Pereira shows up, he could even get the knockout. He should be relatively easy win against Kyle Dawkins. Kyle Dawkins has got knocked out before. He should be able to stop the takedowns. Maybe if he even gets taken down, he should be able to get up. I'm going to go Michel Pereira, but considering his last fight, I'm not going to bet. I'm just going to watch, and we're going to see. Yiza versus Weston Wilson. We're going to go Zai. Weston Wilson, I'm not really sure if he's UFC caliber. That being, his 2 losses are against hard fighters. We got Gene Silva, who can be possibly a champ, and then we got Jordan Brito. Both knockout competent fighters. So I don't really blame him for losing, but it's the way he lost. He looked kind of slow, could look kind of tentative, and so I'm gonna go Zai. Even if Weston Wilson is doing good, he's not gonna rack up the points in decision. I don't see him knocking out Zai. I like Zai. He like the volume. I like the power. I like the aggressiveness. So we're gonna get Zai, and he's a massive favorite. Minus 1,500. I'm not sure if I'll bet those odds, but I do like him to win. So that's the picks and predictions for y'all. And I'm gonna show y'all some parlays that I'm gonna be doing, or which is viable and can possibly hit. Now, I'm not saying to follow these parlays, but these are some parlays that I'm gonna be putting out. We got a safe parlay. First off, we got Aljo to go to round 2. The Johnny Walker fight to go no distance. The Chinese fighter. And then if y'all want to mix in PFL, we got the Razul to win. And we got the Dalton Rosa to at least go to round 2. And honestly, I can see it going round 3 as well. Parlay 2, medium risk. We got the Aljo fight to go to the distance. And we got the Chinese fighter. I want to add at least one more, but then it gets a little risky. I'm not sure I can trust the fighter, so we're going to go on to the Parlay 3. We got the risky parlay. In this one, we got Ming Yang Zhang to win by finish. We got Aljamain Sterling to win and to go by past round 2. We got the Chinese fighter. We got Michel Pereira. We got Charles Johnson round 2. And then, if y'all want to add Zai, little 50-50, Zai, and that's the parlay. Y'all could even, if y'all want to go even higher, we can go Dalta round 3. The leg to go round 2 decision. This is PFL fighters, by the way. Got Impa, and we got Razul to add that. So that's all for today. I'm gonna see y'all next time.